And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faizan Wahidi bin Shuhaimi. We are from Group 6 and we will be presenting our topics on enterprise application and its technologies. Other presenter is Ahmad Fahmi bin Kamalul Arifin, and our other group mate is Ifa Shahira binti Abdul Latif and Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Syamsuzaman. So before we starting off, a little bit about the table of content. So I will be presenting about the Microsoft COM, which stands for Component Object Model, and my roommate Fahmi will be presenting about the Java Enterprise Application. Okay, we're starting off for the introduction of Microsoft COM application. So COM stands for Component Object Model. It's a platform-independent, distributed, object-oriented system for creating binary software components that can interact. It is an interface technology defined and implemented as standard only on Microsoft Windows and Apple's Core Foundation 1.3, and later plug-in application programming interface, which stands for API. Okay, next is the applicability of the Microsoft COM. COM objects can be created with a variety of programming languages. Object-oriented languages such as C++ provide programming mechanisms that simplify the implementation of COM objects. These objects can be within a single process, in other processes, even on remote computers. So the next is technologies involved for the Microsoft COM. So the first one is dynamic data exchange. So COM replaced DDE as the preferred form of inter-process communication. Next is DCE/RPC and MSRPC, which stands for Distributed Computing Environment/Remote Procedure Calls and Microsoft RPC. So Microsoft's own implementation of DCE/RPC, known as MSRPC, is heavily used as the primary inter-process communication mechanism for Windows NT services and internal components, making it an obvious choice of foundation. Next is DCOM, which stands for Distributed COM. Distributed COM extended the reach of COM from merely supporting a single user with separate applications communicating on the Windows desktop to activating objects running under different security contexts and on different machines across the network. COM Plus. With Windows 2000, COM was extended significantly and incorporated into the operating system as opposed to the series of external tools provided by MTS, and renamed it as COM Plus. An advantage of COM Plus was that it could be run in component forms. Instances of a component, if coded properly, could be pulled and reused by new calls to its initializing routine without unloading it from memory. .NET, or other word is Microsoft.NET Framework. So Microsoft.NET provides means both to provide component technology and interact with COM+. It provides wrappers to most of the commonly used COM controls. Microsoft.NET hides most detail from component creation and therefore eases the development. Okay, lastly is the Windows Runtime. Microsoft's new Windows Runtime, or WinRT, not to be confused with Windows RT, programming and application model is essentially a COM-based API, although it relies on enhanced COM. Because of its COM-like basis, Windows Runtime allows relatively easy interfacing from multiple languages, just as COM does, but it is essentially an unmanaged native API. Okay, next I will be pass the session to our next presenter, which is Fahmi.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Fahmi bin Kamal Arifin. I will present about Java Enterprise Edition. In Java EE stands for Java Enterprise Edition. It is a solution of Java APIs owned by Oracle that software developers can use to write server-side applications. It was formerly known as Java 2 Platform Enterprise Edition or J2EE. The acronym for these apps are enterprise application, so called because these applications are designed to solve the problem encountered by a large enterprise. Enterprise applications are not only useful for large corporations, agencies and governments. However, the benefits of an enterprise application are helpful, even essential for individual developers and small organizations in an increasingly networked world. The features that make enterprise applications powerful, like security and reliability, often make this application complex. Examples of some contexts where Java EE is used are e-commerce, accounting, banking information system, and others contexts also. Along with the aforementioned APIs, there are more than 30 Java APIs included as Java EE core technologies. The following Java EE technologies are used in the web tier in Java EE applications. First is servlets, Java programming language class that dynamically process requests and construct response, usually for HTML page. Java server page JSP, text-based documents that are compiled into servlets and define how dynamic content can be added to static page such as HTML page. Next is Java Server Face technology, a user interface components framework for web application that allows you to include UI components such as fields and buttons on a page, convert and validate UI component data, save UI component data to server-side data stores, and maintain component state. Next one is Java Server Page Standard Tag Library, a tag library that encapsulates core functionality command to JSP page, a special language. Next one is a special language, a set of standard tags used in Facelet page to refer to Java EE components. And the last one is Java Bean components, which is object that act as temporary data store for the page of an application. Enterprise application has become an important tool for organizations to run their everyday business. This is because enterprise application is aimed to solve the related business problem or specific needs, and it can make business operation much smoother. Making external application to apply on their own business can increase the cost, time, and effort. Therefore, this tool, which have been completed in development, can significantly reduce the company resource usage. Thank you. That's all for me.